Welcome to Premath. In this video tutorial, we are going to simplify this given rational expression, and I am going to show you two different ways to handle this problem. Let's go ahead and get started with the very first method. Let's go ahead and first I am going to identify that this by putting the brackets, I am going to identify that this is our top part and this is our bottom part. So in other words, this is our numerator and this one is our denominator. And now our task is to get rid of these fractions. So let's look at the top part on this one. As we can see, the denominator is x squared. So that means the least common denominator, or sometimes we call it least common multiple, for this top part is going to be x squared. Now let's focus on the bottom part. Over here you can see our denominator is x. So the least common denominator or least common multiple of this bottom part turns out to be x. And now in this step we are going to look at compare these two least common denominator. One is x squared, the other one is x. So which one has the highest power? I am going to multiply this x squared as a higher power, so I am going to multiply x squared on the top and x squared on the bottom. That's gonna save us lots of hassle. And now let's go ahead and distribute this x squared across the board. On the top, that is going to give us 1x squared minus this x squared times 1 divided by x squared. That is going to give us x squared cancel out. We got simply 1 on the top divided by, this is once again the top bracket, and this one we are going to do the same thing. We are going to distribute as well. So this is going to be x squared, or x is going to give us x, and then x squared times minus 1 is going to give us negative x squared, once again like this one. And now as we can see, we got x squared minus 1. 1 could be written as 1 square. So we can see we have a difference of 2 squares. So we are going to use this formula, a square minus b square equal to a minus b times a plus b. So the top part over here, the numerator could be written as x minus 1 times x plus 1. So far so good. And at the denominator over here, we can see that we can easily factor out x, and we got simply 1 minus x. And now in this next step, I am going to tweak this x minus 1. I can write this as negative 1 outside times 1 minus x, and everything else is going to be same. X plus 1 divided by x times 1 minus x. And now you can see, now we can easily cancel out this 1 minus x and this 1 minus x on the top and the bottom. So we simply ended up with, on the top is going to be negative 1 times x plus 1 divided by x. And here is our simplified answer, as you can see. Welcome to Premath. In this video tutorial, we are going to simplify this given rational expression. So the very first thing we are going to do is let's identify the top part over here, the one that I'm going to put a bracket on, and the bottom part is going to be this one. So essentially this top part is going to be our numerator and the bottom part is going to be our denominator. Now let's focus on this top part, 1 minus 1 over x squared. I have just copied it down over here, and this 1 could be written as 1 over 1. Now we see our difference of two fractions. Let's simplify that one. We are going to use a crisscross method, okay? Let's cross multiply. So let me show you an easy way of doing this one. So first of all, this, when we cross multiply 1 times x squared, that is going to give us 1 times x squared is going to give us x squared. Then whatever this sign minus sign is, let's put it down and let's cross multiply the other way around. 1 times 1 is going to be 1 divided by, let's look at the denominator parts, 1 and x squared. Let's multiply them out. 1 times x squared is going to be x squared. And now on the numerator, x squared minus 1. 1 could be written as 1 square. So this is going to give us a difference of 2 squares. So therefore, we are going to use this formula, this fact, a square minus b square equals to a minus b times a plus b. Let's go ahead and write this top part as, we can write x minus 1 times x plus 1 by using this fact, divided by, we still got x squared, just leave it there. So thus this top part turns out to be this one after cross multiplication. Let's copy it down. I'm going to copy that one down as x minus 1 times x plus 1 divided by x square, isn't it? The top part comes out to be this one, and divided by, and let's focus on the bottom part over here is this thing, 1 over x minus 1, which I just copy it down on the right hand side as you can see. And this 1 over x minus 1 could be written as 1 over 1. So we got a difference of two fractions. Once again, we are going to subtract these two fractions by using crisscross method. Let's go ahead and cross multiply that one, and that is going to give us, now let's do once again, 1 times 1 is going to be 1, and then whatever this negative sign is, just put it there. And now the other way around, 1 times x is going to be x divided by, once again, the denominator, x times 1 is going to give us x. So thus this bottom part could be written as 1 minus x over x. Let's go ahead and write it down at the denominator. So this could be written as 1 minus x divided by x. So far so good. Now, as you can see on this whole fraction, I just copy it down right up here, and you can see that this top part is being divided by this bottom part. I can also write it a little bit differently. Just see how I'm going to proceed. X minus 1 times x plus 1 divided by x squared. This is top part. Since this bottom part is dividing, so I'm going to use a different kind of notation, division sign, and then I'm going to put down 1 minus x over x. All right. Now we know that whenever we have this division sign, we can convert into multiplication, and the right hand side we can just flip it over. Let's do that one. So I can write the left hand side is x minus 1 times x plus 1 divided by x square, and this division becomes multiplication, and this thing we're going to flip it over, x over 1 minus x. And let's do one more thing over here on the top. This is going to stay same, x minus 1 times x plus 1 divided by x square and times x over, I want to tweak this one, 1 minus x. I want to write it as x minus 1. So I can just simply bring negative 1 outside. If I bring negative sign outside, this is going to become x minus 1. Just keep in your mind. Now, as we can see that this x minus 1 cancels out with this x minus 1, and one of these x's cancels out. Okay, so this 1x cancels out, so we are just simply left with just 1x at the denominator. So thus our fraction is going to be on the top. We are left with x plus 1 divided by, at the denominator, negative x. And thus here is our simplified answer. Only thing what I did at the denominator, moved this negative sign on the top. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.